I think with Outright Vermont, you're with a group of leaders.
And there's very, very, very little judgment about who you are, no matter who you are.
They're advocates, they're fierce allies.
The mission of Outright Vermont is to build a Vermont where all LGBTQ+ youth have hope, equity, and power.
The history of Outright really starts in 1989. Reports showed alarming rates of suicidal ideation and self-harm among LGBTQ youth, and a group of concerned adults wanted to do something. Our strategies have shifted, but the core remains the same.
At Outright, we have this really amazing theory of change that responds to multiple levels of need for LGBTQ+ youth. When we build power together, when we focus on those who have been excluded, we actually create a better system for everybody.
Young people should be in leadership roles for culture change work because they are embedded in the systems that we're trying to shape and shift.
Outright Vermont came part of my story about 2-3 years after I came out. I got an email that was like, hey, we're hiring youth organizers. Youth organizers are a group of youth that Outright hires to work with them and better Vermont from a youth perspective for the LGBTQ+ community, doing a lot of work in schools. I was around a lot of like-minded, amazing individuals, and it made me realize who I was and allowed me to be more comfortable with myself.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Leadership Day.
We have statewide events like GSA Conference, Leadership Day, and Summit.
We engage in 1 to 3 year partnerships with schools and districts and youth serving professionals. We have online module, introductory learning opportunities for folks who are just sort of casually interested. And we also offer training institutes, 2-day training institutes across the state where we're inviting folks to come in and learn together and build the network of support for youth.
GSA stands for Gender and Sexuality Alliance. Any kind of club or organization that is student-led, student-run, that promotes inclusion, awareness, and education, and a supportive environment for LGBTQ youth all across Vermont.
My school GSA counselor, she told me about Camp Outright. I love Camp Outright. It's just people that get you.
Camp Outright is a traditional summer camp with a queer twist. It's an opportunity for them to experience camp in a space where they feel safe, get to be themselves.
I don't feel like there are people that get me a lot, but Outright, it's like everyone there has maybe a similar enough experience to you where you can just sort of be laid back and have fun. That feels so like corny.
They see themselves in the staff that are at camp. They get to make friends who share the same identity as them, and you leave with a community and friendships. Camp just kind of puts you right in the middle of that.
Friday night groups happen throughout the state and now virtually. They've been sort of our flagship program. They're a social space facilitated by adults for youth to be themselves, to hang out, to have food, to meet peers. And we have Transparent, which is for all kinds of caregivers of LGBTQ youth and is a really lovely space to meet other caregivers who might be going through similar things to get the support they need around being a caregiver, because it's a really difficult job.
It was understanding through that Transparent group that I wasn't alone, that my story was one of many. If you're a parent and you want to help your child, the thing I learned from my adult child was you have to do the work. You can't expect your child to do the work for you. Find resources, read up, talk to people, believe in your child, and then believe in yourself.
The best self-protective factor against suicidality and self-harm is an internal sense of belonging, that I am okay, that I get to exist, that I see myself, that I can see a future of possibilities. That is a huge part of what we do through all of our programming. Individuals who say, we're gonna invest in making sure that LGBTQ youth know that we've got their backs. We can't do this alone. It takes all of us.